What is being said about you? Only watch if you can handle it. My beloved child. I know you felt something when you read these words. You tried to ignore it, you tried to scroll away, you tried to tell yourself that this is just another message, but your heart did not let you leave. There is a reason you are here right now, in this exact moment, reading these exact words. Nothing about this is an accident. I see every thought that passes through your mind, every tear you hide from the world, every time you smile outside while feeling broken inside. You think no one understands what you are carrying, but I have been walking beside you through every silent battle. There are things being said about you that you don't even know. Words spoken behind your back, judgments made by people who never took the time to understand your heart. Some of those words hurt, even if you pretend they don't matter. Some of them made you question yourself. You started wondering if maybe they are right, maybe you are not enough, maybe you are too much, maybe you are doing everything wrong. My child, listen to me carefully. What they say about you does not define you. Their opinions are not your truth. People speak from their own pain, their own jealousy, their own confusion. Sometimes they see your light and it reminds them of their darkness, so they try to dim you. Sometimes they see your kindness and it exposes their hardness, so they mock you. Sometimes they see your growth and it makes them uncomfortable, because they stayed the same. But none of that changes who you are in my eyes. You have been trying so hard to prove yourself to people who were never meant to understand you. You have been explaining your heart to ears that were closed. You have been defending your intentions to minds that already decided who you are. And it exhausted you. It made you tired in a way that sleep cannot fix. I watched you sit in silence, replaying conversations in your head, wishing you had said something differently, wishing you had defended yourself better. But my child, you don't need to fight every misunderstanding. You don't need to answer every false story. Your peace is more important than their opinion. What is being said about you in the unseen world is very different. In places you cannot hear, your name is spoken with love. In moments you don't notice, you are being protected. Doors have been closed not to punish you, but to save you. People have walked away not because you were not worthy, but because they were not aligned with your path. You thought you were being rejected, but you were being redirected. You keep asking, why is this happening to me? Why do people misunderstand me? Why do they leave? Why do they talk? And I tell you now, this is not the end of your story. This is the part where you learn who you are without their approval. This is the part where you stop shrinking to make others comfortable. This is the part where you stop chasing validation from people who cannot see your value. You are not who they say you are. You are not the labels they gave you. You are not the mistakes you made. You are not the version of you that they froze in their memory. You are growing every day, even when it feels like you are stuck. Even when you feel like nothing is changing, something inside you is becoming stronger, wiser, deeper. There were nights when you cried without knowing why. Nights when your chest felt heavy and you could not explain it to anyone. Nights when you felt alone even in a room full of people. I was there in every one of those moments. I collected every tear. I heard every word you could not say out loud. And I am telling you now, none of it was wasted. You think you are behind in life. You think everyone else is moving forward while you are standing still. But you don't see what I see. You don't see the strength you built by surviving what you went through. You don't see the wisdom you gained from your pain. You don't see the compassion in your heart that came from being hurt. These are not weaknesses, my child. These are your greatest powers. There are people who misunderstand your silence. They think you are weak because you don't argue. They think you are distant because you don't explain yourself. They think you are cold because you protect your heart. But your silence is not weakness. It is maturity. It is self-respect. It is the moment you chose peace over drama. You don't have to attend every argument you are invited to. You don't have to correct every lie told about you. You don't have to prove your goodness to people who already decided to see you wrongly. Your life will speak for you. Your actions will reveal the truth. Time will expose what words cannot. What is being said about you right now does not match what is coming for you. The same people who doubt you today will be confused tomorrow. The same people who ignored you will watch you rise. Not because you seek revenge, but because you stayed true to your path. Your growth will be your answer. I know you are tired. I know you feel like giving up sometimes. I know you wonder if staying kind is even worth it in a world that often rewards cruelty. But your kindness is not a weakness. It is a rare strength. Do not let the hardness of others change the softness of your heart. You are learning to let go. Let go of the need to be understood by everyone. Let go of the need to explain your journey. Let go of the people who only see you through their own limited perspective. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Some people were only meant to teach you a lesson. There is a shift happening inside you. You may not have the words for it yet, but you feel it. You are becoming less interested in drama and more interested in peace. Less interested in being liked and more interested in being real. Less interested in chasing people and more interested in choosing yourself. This is growth. This is healing. What they say about you cannot stop what I am preparing for you. No gossip can block your path. No misunderstanding can cancel your purpose. No rejection can erase your worth. You are not defined by human opinions. You are guided by something much deeper. You will soon reach a moment where you no longer feel the need to look back. The voices that once hurt you will become distant echoes. The memories that once made you cry will lose their power. You will not forget what happened, but it will no longer control you. And when that moment comes, you will realize something beautiful. Everything that was said about you, everything that was done to you, everything that tried to break you, actually shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. You did not lose yourself. You found yourself. So do not be afraid of what is being said. Do not let it shake your confidence. Do not let it make you doubt your path. Stay focused on your growth. Stay rooted in your truth. Stay connected to your inner peace. Because the story being written about you is far greater than the rumors being spoken about you. The life unfolding for you is far more powerful than the opinion surrounding you. And the person you are becoming is far more beautiful than the version they tried to reduce you to. Keep walking forward, my child. Keep trusting the process even when you don't understand it. Keep choosing love even when others choose judgment. Keep choosing peace even when others choose noise. You are not alone in this journey, and you never were. And there is more you need to understand about what is happening around you and within you, more truth that will free your heart from the weight you have been carrying, more clarity that will change the way you see yourself and the world, and as you continue to listen with an open heart, you will begin to see why everything had to happen exactly the way it did. My beloved child, you are beginning to see that not every voice deserves a place in your mind. For so long you allowed the opinions of others to sit inside your thoughts, replaying again and again, turning small moments into heavy burdens. You carried words that were never meant for your soul. You believed stories that were never your truth. But now something inside you is waking up. You are starting to question those old voices. You are starting to ask, is this really who I am, or is this who they said I am? And this question is the beginning of your freedom. There are people who created a version of you in their mind that never truly existed. They saw one moment of your life and decided that was your entire story. They saw you when you were hurting and called you weak. They saw you when you were quiet and called you arrogant. They saw you when you were protecting your peace and called you distant. But they never saw your heart. They never saw the battles you fought in silence. They never saw how many times you chose kindness when you had every reason to be cold. My child, the truth about you is not written in their conversations. The truth about you is written in your resilience. It is written in the way you kept going when you felt like stopping. It is written in the way you still care for others even after being hurt. It is written in the way you continue to hope even after disappointment. You have been afraid of being misunderstood. You have been afraid of losing people. You have been afraid that if you stop explaining yourself, people will believe the worst about you. But listen carefully, the right people do not need endless explanations. The right people feel your heart without needing a defense. The right people see your intentions without needing proof. What is being said about you cannot touch the truth that lives inside you. And the more you connect with that truth, the less power those outside voices will have. This is why you have been feeling a distance growing between you and certain people. It is not punishment. It is alignment. You are being guided away from spaces where you have to shrink to be accepted. You are learning that peace sometimes requires distance. Not every relationship is meant to continue forever. Not every connection is meant to stay. Some people were only part of your life for a season. They came to teach you something about yourself. They came to show you what you deserve and what you must never accept again. You have also been too hard on yourself. You repeated their words inside your own mind. You became your own critic. You judged yourself more harshly than anyone else ever could. You looked at your mistakes and forgot your growth. You looked at your past and ignored your progress. But my child, you are not the same person you were before. You have learned. You have changed. You have evolved. There is a reason you are being called to slow down and reflect. This is a sacred pause. A moment where you are being invited to see yourself clearly, not through their eyes, but through truth. And when you see yourself clearly, you will no longer feel the need to chase approval. There is something powerful about the season you are entering. It is a season of quiet confidence. You will speak less, but your presence will say more. You will explain less, but your actions will reveal everything. You will stop trying to convince people of your worth and start living in it. The things being said about you will begin to fade. Not because people will suddenly understand you, but because you will no longer be affected by it. And when something no longer affects you, it loses its power over you. You are also being protected from information that would only hurt you. There are conversations you are not hearing for a reason. There are truths being hidden from you for your peace. You think you want to know everything that is being said, but if you heard it all, it would only disturb your heart. And your peace is too valuable to be disturbed by temporary noise. Focus instead on what is being built inside you. Strength that does not need recognition. Confidence that does not need validation. Faith that does not depend on circumstances. This is the foundation of a life that cannot be shaken by opinions. You are not here to be liked by everyone. You are here to be true to yourself. And truth will always be misunderstood by those who live in illusion. Do not be surprised when your authenticity makes some people uncomfortable. Do not be surprised when your growth creates distance. This is natural. This is necessary. There is a new chapter opening for you. A chapter where you will meet people who do not ask you to change to be accepted. People who do not misunderstand your silence. People who do not question your kindness. People who see you and feel peace instead of competition. But before these people arrive, you are being asked to release the weight of the past. Release the need to be understood by those who already chose misunderstanding. Release the desire to fix every broken perception. Release the habit of overthinking what others think of you. You are safe to be yourself. You are safe to grow. You are safe to move forward without looking back. What is being said about you right now is only a small, temporary echo in a much larger story. And the larger story is one of transformation. You are moving from self-doubt to self-trust. From people-pleasing to self-respect. From confusion to clarity. There will come a moment very soon when you will hear your own name and it will no longer bring anxiety. It will bring peace. Because you will know who you are. And when you know who you are, no outside voice can redefine you. My child, you are not losing people, you are losing illusions. You are not being rejected, you are being redirected. You are not being misunderstood, you are being revealed to yourself. Stay patient with your journey. Healing is not loud. Growth is not always visible. Transformation often happens in silence. But just because it is silent does not mean it is not powerful. Continue walking forward with your head high and your heart soft. Continue choosing integrity even when others choose gossip. Continue choosing kindness even when others choose judgment. Continue choosing truth even when others choose comfort. Because the truth about you is stronger than anything being said about you. And the life that is unfolding for you will speak louder than any rumor ever could. And as you step deeper into this new understanding, there is still one more truth you must hear, one more layer that will bring you complete peace, one more realization that will free you completely from the weight of other people's words, and when you are ready to receive it, you will feel a calm you have never felt before, a certainty that cannot be shaken, and a quiet strength that will guide you into the next chapter of your life. My beloved child, the final truth you must understand is this. You were never meant to carry the weight of other people's opinions. You were never meant to build your identity from their approval. You were never meant to measure your worth by their acceptance. That burden was never yours, yet you carried it for so long that it began to feel normal. But now you are being invited to put it down. There is a deep peace waiting for you the moment you stop asking, "What do they think about me?" and start asking, "What do I know about myself?" This single shift will change everything. Because what you know about yourself is rooted in truth, while what they think about you is rooted in perception. And perception changes. Truth does not. You are not responsible for the stories others create about you. You are only responsible for the life you choose to live. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand. Let them create their own version of you if they must. Their version cannot touch your reality unless you allow it to. You have spent too much time trying to correct people who were committed to misunderstanding you. You offered explanations to those who were not listening. You gave your energy to conversations that only left you feeling empty. But your energy is sacred. Your time is sacred. Your heart is sacred. And you are learning to protect these things. There is strength in walking away from the need to be seen correctly by everyone. There is freedom in allowing people to believe whatever they want while you continue living in your truth. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. You are also learning something deeper about silence. Silence is not the absence of a voice, it is the presence of peace. You do not need to respond to every rumor. You do not need to defend yourself against every false idea. Your life will become your response. Your consistency will become your proof. Your character will become your voice. In the days ahead, you will notice a change inside you. Situations that once triggered you will no longer have the same effect. Words that once hurt you will lose their sharpness. People who once occupied your thoughts will no longer live in your mind. This is healing. This is growth. This is you reclaiming your power. You are stepping into a version of yourself that does not chase validation. A version that does not shrink to be accepted. A version that does not apologize for existing. This version of you is calm, grounded, and clear. And this clarity will attract the right people into your life. You will begin to notice that when you stop trying to prove yourself, you start to feel lighter. When you stop explaining your heart to everyone, you start to feel peaceful. When you stop worrying about what is being said, you start to hear your own inner voice more clearly. And that inner voice will guide you better than any external opinion ever could. There is also something you must forgive, not just others, but yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you doubted your worth. Forgive yourself for the times you stayed in places where you were not valued. Forgive yourself for the times you tried to be someone you were not just to be accepted. You did the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. And now you know better. Your past does not disqualify you. Your mistakes did not define you. Your struggles did not weaken you. They prepared you. They shaped you. They taught you what truly matters. You are not the person they talked about. You are not the person they assumed you were. You are the person who survived, who learned, who kept going, who kept loving, who kept hoping. That is your truth. There will come a moment when you look back at this phase of your life and you will feel gratitude. Not for the pain, but for the growth it created. You will see how every misunderstanding pushed you closer to yourself. You will see how every false story forced you to discover your real identity. You will see how every rejection guided you toward the right path. And when that moment comes, you will no longer feel the need to know what was said about you. Because you will be too busy living a life that speaks for itself. My child, your future is not being written by those who talk about you. It is being written by your choices, your courage, your patience, and your faith. Keep focusing on what is in front of you, not what is behind you. Keep building your life, not defending your past. There is a quiet confidence growing inside you. You may not fully recognize it yet, but it is there. It is in the way you are learning to pause before reacting. It is in the way you are choosing peace over proving a point. It is in the way you are slowly letting go of the need to be understood by everyone. This confidence will become your shield. Not a shield that closes your heart, but one that protects your peace. You will remain kind, but you will no longer be easily hurt. You will remain open, but you will no longer be easily shaken. You will remain loving, but you will no longer abandon yourself. You are not here to live a small life shaped by other people's opinions. You are here to live a full life guided by your inner truth. And the more you align with that truth, the less relevant those outside voices will become. Let them talk while you grow. Let them watch while you evolve. Let them question while you become. You do not need their permission to step into your purpose. You are moving into a season where your peace will be more valuable than being right, where your growth will be more important than being understood, where your self-respect will be stronger than your need for approval. And when you fully step into this season, you will realize something that will free you completely. What is being said about you was never the real story. The real story was always the one being written inside you. So lift your head, my beloved child. Walk forward with quiet confidence. Speak when it is necessary, remain silent when it is not, and trust that your life will reveal your truth in ways words never could. You are not defined by their voices. You are defined by your heart. You are not shaped by their opinions. You are shaped by your growth. You are not limited by their understanding. You are guided by your purpose. And now you are free. Free from the weight of needing to know, free from the fear of being misunderstood, free from the need to prove your worth, free to live as your true self with peace, strength, and quiet certainty that my beloved child, even now, as you feel this sense of release, there is a gentle transformation still unfolding within you. Freedom is not a single moment, it is a journey of choosing yourself again and again. There will be days when old thoughts try to return, when you wonder again what others are saying, when you feel the pull of wanting to explain your heart. And that is okay. Healing is not about never feeling those things again, it is about no longer being controlled by them. Each time you choose peace over overthinking, you grow stronger. Each time you let a rumor pass without reacting, you reclaim your power. Each time you remind yourself of your truth instead of their opinions, you step deeper into your freedom. You are learning a new way of living. A way where your value does not rise and fall based on someone's mood. A way where your confidence is not dependent on someone's approval. A way where your happiness is not controlled by someone's understanding of you. This new way of living will feel unfamiliar at first. You were used to analyzing every interaction, replaying every conversation, trying to decode every expression. But now you are learning to let moments pass without attaching fear to them. You are learning to trust that you do not need to control how others see you. There is a quiet strength in being misunderstood and still remaining kind. There is a deep wisdom in being talked about and still remaining focused. There is a powerful grace in being judged and still choosing love. You are not becoming distant, you are becoming centered. You are not becoming cold, you are becoming clear. You are not losing people, you are finding yourself. Some people will notice this change in you. They will feel that you are no longer reacting the way you used to. They will see that their words no longer have the same effect. And some of them will not understand it. They may try to pull you back into old patterns. They may try to provoke a reaction. But you will remain calm, not because you are suppressing your feelings, but because you have outgrown the need to engage. Your peace will speak louder than any response you could give. Your silence will carry more strength than any argument. Your consistency will reveal more truth than any explanation. You are also stepping into a deeper relationship with yourself. You are beginning to listen to your own needs. You are beginning to honor your own boundaries. You are beginning to give yourself the same compassion you once gave only to others. This is not selfishness, my child. This is self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of a life that cannot be shaken by outside noise. There will be moments when you feel an unfamiliar calm. Moments when you realize you have not thought about what others are saying for hours, maybe even days. Moments when you notice that your mind is quiet, your heart is steady, your breath is soft. These moments are signs of your healing. Celebrate them. They are proof that you are changing. You are also learning that your energy is precious. You no longer want to spend it on gossip, drama, or proving yourself. You want to invest it in growth, in peace, in meaningful connections, in dreams that once felt too far away. And as you do this, you will attract a different kind of life. A life where you feel safe to be yourself. A life where you do not have to explain your silence. A life where your presence is appreciated, not questioned. The people who belong in your life will not need to ask others about you. They will experience you directly. They will feel your sincerity. They will see your consistency. They will trust your heart because it will be evident in everything you do. You are moving away from the noise and toward the truth. Away from confusion and toward clarity. Away from seeking and toward knowing. Knowing who you are. Knowing what you deserve. Knowing what you will no longer accept. Knowing that your worth has never been in question. This knowing is your anchor. When old thoughts try to return, come back to this knowing. When doubt tries to whisper, come back to this knowing. When the world feels loud, come back to this knowing. You are not the story they told. You are not the version they created. You are not the misunderstanding they repeated. You are the quiet strength that kept going. You are the gentle heart that kept loving. You are the resilient soul that kept rising. And now you are becoming something even more powerful, someone who does not need to be defined by anyone else. Walk forward with this awareness. Carry it in your daily life. Let it guide your choices. Let it shape your responses. Let it remind you, again and again, that you are enough exactly as you are. There is nothing you need to prove. There is nothing you need to defend. There is nothing you need to explain. Just live. Just grow. Just be. And as you continue on this path, you will notice that what once felt heavy now feels light, what once felt confusing now feels clear, what once felt painful now feels like a distant memory. This is your transformation. This is your freedom. This is your truth. My beloved child, go forward in peace, in confidence, and in the quiet certainty that you are exactly who you are meant to be, untouched by rumors, unchanged by opinions, and guided always by the truth that lives within your heart. My beloved child, as you stand in this new space within yourself, there is a softness returning to your heart. Not the softness that comes from seeking approval, but the softness that comes from inner safety. You are beginning to feel safe with yourself. And this is one of the most powerful transformations a soul can experience. For so long you searched for reassurance outside. You wanted someone to say, "You are good," so you could believe it. You wanted someone to say, "You are enough," so you could feel it. You wanted someone to defend you so you would not have to defend yourself. But now you are becoming that voice for yourself. You are learning to speak gently to your own heart. You are learning to comfort yourself in moments of doubt. You are learning to stand beside yourself instead of abandoning yourself. This is true strength. You are also noticing how much energy you used to spend on things that did not matter. Trying to control what others think. Trying to predict how they will react. Trying to avoid being misunderstood. And now that you are letting go of these patterns, you feel lighter. You have more space in your mind. More calm in your body. More presence in your life. You are starting to notice the beauty in small moments again. A quiet morning. A deep breath. A simple smile. A peaceful evening. These moments were always there, but your mind was too busy carrying the weight of other people's opinions to see them. Now you are here. Now you are present. There will still be times when someone says something that touches an old wound. Healing does not mean you will never feel pain again. But now you have awareness. Now you will pause instead of reacting. Now you will ask yourself, is this really about me, or is this about them? And most of the time, you will see that it was never about you at all. You are also learning the difference between being open and being available to everyone. You can be kind without giving everyone access to your inner world. You can be loving without allowing people to cross your boundaries. You can be compassionate without carrying someone else's negativity. This balance is your protection. As you continue to grow, you will feel less interested in explaining your journey to those who do not understand it. Not because you are hiding, but because you are honoring it. Some parts of your life are sacred. They do not need to be discussed. They do not need to be justified. They only need to be lived. You will also begin to trust your intuition more. That quiet feeling inside you that tells you when something is right and when something is not. That feeling you used to ignore because you were worried about what others would think. Now you are listening to it. And it is guiding you toward peace. There is a new confidence in your silence now. Not a silence that comes from fear, but a silence that comes from understanding. You no longer feel the need to fill every space with words. You are comfortable with stillness. You are comfortable with your own presence. This is the sign of a soul that has found its center. You are not trying to prove your worth anymore because you know it. You are not trying to change people's opinions because you accept that you cannot control them. You are not trying to hold on to relationships that require you to shrink. You are choosing yourself. And when you choose yourself, everything changes. The right people feel it. The wrong people fall away. The right opportunities appear. The wrong paths close. This is alignment. You will look back at the time when you were worried about what was being said about you and you will barely recognize that version of yourself. Not because you will judge them, but because you will feel compassion for them. You will see how much they were trying to be accepted. You will see how much they were carrying. And you will feel proud of how far you have come. Your journey is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming real. Real with yourself. Real with your feelings. Real with your boundaries. Real with your truth. And in this realness, there is peace. My child, you are not alone on this path. Every step you take toward your truth is supported. Every time you choose peace, you are guided. Every time you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for something better. Trust this process. Even when it feels slow. Even when it feels invisible. Growth is happening. You are becoming someone who no longer fears being misunderstood because you understand yourself. Someone who no longer fears being talked about because you are rooted in your truth. Someone who no longer fears being alone because you have found your own presence. This is freedom. So continue walking gently. Continue speaking kindly to yourself. Continue protecting your peace. Continue choosing your growth over their opinions. You do not need to know what is being said anymore. You do not need to carry those echoes. You have moved beyond them. Now your focus is your life. Your healing. Your purpose. Your peace. And as you move forward, you will feel a quiet joy growing inside you. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady and real. A joy that comes from being aligned with who you truly are. My beloved child, this is your new beginning. Not a beginning where everything outside suddenly changes, but a beginning where everything inside is different. And when the inside changes, the outside will follow. Walk forward without fear. Live without needing approval. Love without losing yourself. And rest in the truth that you are enough, you always were, and you always will be. My beloved child, as you continue walking in this new awareness, you will begin to notice something beautiful happening inside you. The noise that once felt overwhelming will start to sound distant, like an echo from another time. You will remember how deeply you once cared about every opinion, every whisper, every look, and you will gently smile, not because it was foolish, but because it was part of your journey toward this strength. You were learning. You were growing. You were discovering where your value truly comes from. Now you are no longer searching for yourself in other people's words. You are finding yourself in your own presence. You are learning to sit quietly and feel whole without needing anyone to confirm your worth. This is a sacred place to be. Many people spend their entire lives chasing validation and never reach this understanding, but you are here now, and that is something to honor. There will still be moments when memories return. A conversation you wish had gone differently. A time you were misunderstood. A moment when you felt judged. These memories may appear, but they will no longer hold the same weight. You will observe them, learn from them, and let them pass without allowing them to define you. You are not your past reactions. You are not your past pain. You are not your past confusion. You are the awareness that learned from all of it. And with this awareness comes compassion, not only for yourself, but for others too. You will begin to understand that many of the people who spoke about you were also acting from their own wounds, their own fears, their own insecurities. This does not excuse their behavior, but it frees you from carrying resentment. You no longer need to hold anger in your heart. You can release it and choose peace. Forgiveness does not mean you allow the same behavior again. It means you refuse to let their actions live inside you. It means you choose your own freedom. You are also learning that your path is unique. Not everyone will understand it, and they do not need to. Your purpose was never meant to be approved by everyone. It was meant to be lived by you. There is something powerful about a person who knows who they are without needing to announce it. You are becoming that person. Your confidence will not be loud, but it will be felt. Your peace will not demand attention, but it will influence every space you enter. People will notice the change. Some will feel inspired by it. Some will feel uncomfortable because they were used to the version of you that sought their approval. But you are not responsible for their comfort. You are responsible for your truth. You are also learning to trust timing. Not everything needs to be explained immediately. Not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected right away. Some truths reveal themselves over time. Some people understand later. Some never do. And that is okay. Your life is not a performance for others to evaluate. It is a journey for you to experience. There will come a day when someone speaks about you with respect in a room where you are not present. Not because you defended yourself, but because your character spoke for you. Not because you argued, but because you remained consistent. This is how truth reveals itself, quietly, steadily, without force. And even when that happens, you will not feel the need to know about it. Because by then, your focus will be on living, not on being talked about. You are also stepping into deeper self-trust. Decisions that once felt confusing will become clearer. You will listen to your intuition without needing to ask everyone for advice. You will choose what feels right for you even if it is not understood by others. This is maturity. This is alignment. Your heart is becoming lighter because you are no longer carrying stories that were never yours. You are no longer holding on to the need to control how others see you. You are allowing yourself to simply be. And in this being, there is peace. You are enough without explanation. You are worthy without approval. You are complete without validation. Let these truths settle gently inside you. There is nothing you need to prove. Nothing you need to defend. Nothing you need to chase. Just continue living with honesty, kindness, and self-respect. My beloved child, the chapter where you were defined by other people's words has ended. The chapter where you define yourself has begun. And in this chapter, you will discover a version of yourself that is calm, grounded, and free. Free to grow. Free to love. Free to live. Free to be. Carry this freedom with you into every new day. Let it guide your thoughts, your choices, your relationships, and your dreams. And whenever you feel the old fears trying to return, come back to this truth: you know who you are, and that is more than enough. Walk forward in quiet confidence, with a peaceful heart and a clear mind, knowing that your story is being written not by what is said about you, but by the way you choose to live. My beloved child, as you keep walking in this gentle awareness, you will begin to notice that your relationship with yourself is becoming the most important relationship in your life. Not in a way that separates you from others, but in a way that grounds you so deeply that no external storm can shake you. You are learning to be at home within your own heart. There was a time when silence felt uncomfortable to you because it gave space for overthinking. But now silence feels different. It feels like rest. It feels like clarity. It feels like a place where you can breathe without feeling judged. This is the peace you were always searching for outside, now being found inside. You are also becoming more aware of your boundaries. You are realizing that not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, your plans, your dreams, or your vulnerabilities. This does not make you closed, it makes you wise. You are choosing to share your energy where it is respected, where it is valued, where it is safe. And this wisdom will protect you in ways you do not yet fully understand. There will be moments when you are tempted to look back, to wonder again what others are saying, to revisit old conversations in your mind. When that happens, do not judge yourself. Simply bring your focus back to the present. Ask yourself, what am I building right now? What am I becoming right now? Your life is happening in front of you, not behind you. You are no longer the person who waits for acceptance. You are the person who accepts yourself. And this self-acceptance creates a quiet confidence that cannot be taken away. You will start to notice that you speak differently now. You choose your words more carefully. Not out of fear, but out of awareness. You no longer feel the need to over-explain. You say what is true and you allow it to be enough. This is the voice of someone who knows their worth. There is also a deep healing happening in the way you see your past. What once felt like embarrassment now feels like experience. What once felt like failure now feels like learning. What once felt like rejection now feels like redirection. Your perspective is changing, and with it, your entire emotional world is changing. You are not trying to erase your past. You are integrating it. You are taking the lessons and leaving the pain. You are taking the growth and releasing the shame. This is transformation. My child, you are also learning that being talked about is not always a sign that something is wrong. Sometimes it is simply a sign that you are visible, that you are different, that you are growing. People often talk about what they do not understand. But you do not need to shrink to make others comfortable. Continue being kind. Continue being honest. Continue being true. Let your life be your message. There will be people who enter your life now who will not ask you to prove yourself. They will not question your intentions. They will not make you feel like you have to defend your heart. With them, you will feel calm. You will feel accepted without explanation. You will feel seen without performance. These are your people. And you will recognize them not by their words, but by how you feel in their presence, safe, relaxed, and real. You are also learning patience with yourself. Some days you will feel strong, other days you will feel sensitive again. This does not mean you are going backward. It means you are human. Healing is not a straight line. It moves in waves. But each wave leaves you stronger than before. Do not rush your growth. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. There is a deep dignity in the way you are choosing to live now. You are not reacting impulsively. You are not chasing validation. You are not feeding into negativity. You are choosing peace, even when it is difficult. This dignity will open doors for you that force never could. You are becoming someone who leads by presence, not by explanation. Someone who inspires by example, not by argument. Someone who lives in truth, not in perception. And this is powerful. My beloved child, the world does not need another person trying to be accepted by everyone. The world needs people who are rooted in truth, who are kind without being weak, who are peaceful without being passive, who are confident without being loud. You are becoming one of those people. Keep nurturing this inner peace. Protect it. Honor it. Let it guide your choices. When you wake up each day, remind yourself that your worth is already established. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to prove it. You only need to live in alignment with it. Let go of the habit of measuring your value by how others respond to you. Some will understand you, some will not. Some will appreciate you, some will not. But your worth remains constant. You are not here to control how others see you. You are here to live authentically. You are here to grow. You are here to love. You are here to be. And in this being, there is freedom. So walk forward gently, with compassion for yourself and others. Carry your lessons with gratitude, not with regret. Allow your past to be a teacher, not a prison. You have moved beyond the need to know what is being said. You have moved beyond the fear of being misunderstood. You have moved into a space where your truth is enough for you. This is your peace. This is your strength. This is your new life unfolding. My beloved child. Continue walking in this quiet confidence, knowing that nothing spoken about you can change the truth of who you are, and nothing outside you can take away the peace you have found within. My beloved child, as you settle more deeply into this peace, you will begin to understand something that once felt impossible. You no longer need to defend your existence. You no longer need to justify your choices. You no longer need to explain your heart to those who are committed to misunderstanding it. This realization will feel like a deep breath after years of holding your lungs tight. You are learning to live without carrying invisible weight. The weight of expectations. The weight of imagined judgments. The weight of trying to control how your story is told by others. That weight was never yours to carry, yet you held it for so long that you forgot what it felt like to move freely. Now you are remembering. There is a quiet joy growing inside you. Not the loud excitement that depends on circumstances, but a steady contentment that comes from alignment. You are beginning to like who you are becoming. You are beginning to trust your own thoughts. You are beginning to feel proud of your growth, even if no one else sees it. This is self-respect. You are also noticing that your reactions are changing. Situations that once would have consumed your mind for days now pass like clouds. Words that once felt like wounds now feel like distant sounds. This does not mean you have become insensitive, it means you have become stable. You have built an inner foundation that is not easily shaken. There will still be moments when someone misunderstands you. That is part of being human. But now you will not rush to correct them. You will not lose sleep trying to rewrite their perception. You will allow them to hold their version while you continue living in your truth. This is freedom from the need to be universally understood. You are also learning that your time is sacred. You are becoming more intentional about where you place your attention. You are choosing growth over gossip. Learning over proving. Living over explaining. And this shift will bring opportunities that were not available to you before, because your energy is no longer scattered. You are becoming focused. And with this focus comes clarity about your path. You may not have all the answers yet, but you have a direction. You know what kind of energy you want in your life. You know what kind of environments support your peace. You know what kind of conversations nourish your soul. This knowing will guide your decisions. You are also healing the part of you that once believed you had to be perfect to be accepted. You are allowing yourself to be human. To make mistakes. To learn. To grow. To change your mind. To evolve. You are no longer afraid of being seen as imperfect, because you understand that imperfection is part of authenticity. Authenticity is your strength now. My child, there is a deep dignity in the way you are choosing to move forward. You are not reacting to every stimulus. You are not trying to win every argument. You are not trying to control every narrative. You are living quietly, consistently, truthfully. And this quiet consistency will speak louder than any defense ever could. People may still talk, but their words will no longer reach the place inside you where your worth lives. That place is protected now. That place is grounded in self-knowledge. That place is calm. You are also learning to celebrate your own progress. You no longer wait for others to notice your growth. You notice it. You honor it. You acknowledge how far you have come. This self-recognition is powerful because it does not depend on external validation. You are becoming your own witness. There will come a time when someone repeats something negative that was once said about you, and you will feel nothing but compassion. Not because you agree, but because you are no longer attached. You will see how small those words are compared to the life you are building. You will see how limited those perceptions are compared to your lived reality. This is emotional maturity. You are not closing your heart, you are strengthening it. You are not becoming distant, you are becoming centered. You are not withdrawing from life, you are engaging with it more consciously. Your relationships will change as a result. You will be drawn to people who value honesty over drama, depth over appearance, peace over chaos. Conversations will feel more meaningful. Connections will feel more genuine. You will no longer feel the need to perform to be accepted. You will simply be. And in this being, you will feel a deep sense of belonging. Not because you found the perfect environment, but because you found yourself. My beloved child, remember this whenever doubt tries to return: you are not defined by what is said about you. You are defined by how you live, how you grow, how you treat others, and how you treat yourself. Your character is your truth, and it cannot be rewritten by anyone else. Continue to walk forward with patience. Continue to choose peace over proving. Continue to honor your boundaries. Continue to trust your intuition. Continue to nurture your inner world. You are building a life that is rooted in authenticity, and that life will not be shaken by passing opinions. Let others speak if they must. Let them create their own narratives. You are no longer part of those stories. You are writing your own. And your story is one of resilience, growth, self-discovery, and quiet strength. My beloved child, rest in this knowing. Live in this freedom. And move forward with the gentle certainty that you are exactly who you are meant to be, untouched by rumors, unmoved by judgment, and guided always by the truth within your heart. My beloved child, now you are entering the most peaceful phase of this journey, the phase where you no longer fight with the past and you no longer fear the voices outside you. You simply observe, you learn, and you continue forward. This is the state of inner balance, and it is something you once thought was impossible for you. You are beginning to notice that your thoughts are kinder now. The harsh inner critic that repeated the words of others is becoming quieter. In its place is a gentle voice that reminds you of your growth, your effort, your sincerity. You are becoming a safe place for your own mind. And when your mind becomes safe, the world feels less threatening. There is also a new patience in you. You are not rushing to prove anything anymore. You are not trying to show everyone how much you have changed. You are allowing your transformation to happen naturally, without announcement, without performance. This quiet growth is powerful because it is real. You will see that the more you focus on your own path, the less interested you are in the noise around you. Your energy is being redirected toward your purpose, toward your healing, toward your future. And this redirection will open doors you could not see before. You are learning to value your peace more than being understood. You are learning to value your time more than being right. You are learning to value your energy more than being involved in every conversation. These choices are shaping a life that feels calm and meaningful. Some people may interpret your silence as distance, but it is not distance, it is clarity. You are no longer available for negativity. You are no longer participating in cycles that drain you. You are choosing a different way of living. This choice will sometimes feel lonely, but it is not true loneliness. It is the space where you meet your authentic self. And from this space, you will attract connections that match your peace. You are also healing your relationship with your own mistakes. You no longer see them as proof of your inadequacy. You see them as steps in your learning. You see them as experiences that help you become more aware, more compassionate, more understanding. This shift removes shame and replaces it with wisdom. My child, there is a dignity in the way you are holding yourself now. You are not reacting impulsively. You are not allowing your emotions to control your actions. You are pausing, reflecting, and responding with intention. This is emotional strength. You are also discovering that you do not need to be perfect to be worthy. You can be learning and still be valuable. You can be growing and still be enough. You can be evolving and still be whole. This understanding brings deep relief. You will notice that your body feels lighter when you stop carrying imagined judgments. Your breath becomes deeper when you stop overthinking conversations. Your sleep becomes calmer when you stop replaying what others might be saying. Your entire being benefits when you release what was never yours to hold. This is healing not just in your mind, but in your whole self. You are also becoming more present in your daily life. You are noticing simple joys. You are engaging more fully in what you are doing. You are no longer mentally absent, lost in worry about others' opinions. You are here, in your life, living it. This presence is a gift. My beloved child, your journey has never been about changing others' perceptions. It has always been about discovering your own truth. And now that you are living in that truth, the need for external validation fades naturally. You are not seeking approval, you are expressing authenticity. You are not defending yourself, you are living your values. You are not chasing acceptance, you are embodying self-respect. And this embodiment will influence others more than any explanation ever could. There will be moments when someone tries to bring you back into old patterns. They may remind you of past misunderstandings. They may try to provoke a reaction. But you will remain calm, not because you are suppressing your feelings, but because you have outgrown the need to engage. This calmness is your strength. You are also learning to trust that the right people will see you clearly without effort. They will not need stories. They will not need explanations. They will recognize your sincerity through your actions, your consistency, your presence. This is how authentic connections are formed. Your focus now is your growth, your peace, your purpose. You are building a life that reflects your values, not others' expectations. You are choosing environments that support your well-being. You are engaging in activities that nourish your mind and heart. This is intentional living. My child, as you continue on this path, you will feel a deep gratitude for your journey. Even the painful parts will make sense because they led you to this understanding. They taught you to value yourself. They taught you to protect your peace. They taught you to trust your inner voice. You are no longer afraid of being misunderstood because you understand yourself. You are no longer concerned with what is being said because you are focused on what you are becoming. This is freedom. So continue walking forward with gentleness and strength. Continue honoring your truth. Continue nurturing your inner peace. Continue choosing growth over approval. You are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly who you are meant to be. And nothing spoken outside you can change the truth that lives within you. My beloved child, live fully, love wisely, and rest in the quiet certainty that your worth is unshakable, your path is unfolding, and your peace is yours to keep. My beloved child, you have come so far from the place where every whisper felt like a storm and every opinion felt like a judgment on your soul. Now you stand in a space where your breath is steady, your thoughts are clearer, and your heart is no longer searching for permission to exist. This is not something that happened overnight. This is the result of every moment you chose not to react, every time you chose reflection over impulse, every time you chose peace over proving a point. You are beginning to trust yourself in ways you never did before. You are listening to your inner voice without immediately doubting it. You are making decisions without needing to consult every external opinion. You are allowing yourself to learn through experience rather than fear. This trust in yourself is the foundation of the life you are building now. There was a time when you believed that if people misunderstood you, something must be wrong with you. But now you understand that misunderstanding is not always a reflection of your character. Often it is a reflection of their perspective. And you are no longer responsible for managing every perspective. This realization is freeing you. You are also learning to value your own energy. You are noticing how certain conversations leave you feeling heavy while others leave you feeling calm. You are choosing to step away from what drains you and move toward what nourishes you. This is not avoidance, this is wisdom. Your energy is a resource, and you are learning to use it intentionally. You are becoming more present in your own life. You are noticing the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you respond. You are not rushing through your days trying to escape your thoughts. You are living with awareness. And this awareness is bringing a quiet confidence that does not need to be displayed to be felt. There will still be moments when you hear something about yourself that is not true. But instead of feeling the need to correct it immediately, you will pause. You will ask yourself, does this change who I am? And the answer will always be no. Because your identity is not built on their words. It is built on your values. Your values are your truth. Your actions are your evidence. Your consistency is your voice. You are also learning the power of letting time reveal truth. Not every misunderstanding needs to be resolved today. Some things become clear naturally when people observe your behavior over time. And even if they never understand, your peace does not depend on their understanding. This is emotional independence. My child, you are no longer trying to be everything for everyone. You are allowing yourself to be fully yourself. You are accepting that some people will resonate with you and some will not. And this is not a problem, this is diversity of experience. You do not need to fit into every space. You are also learning to celebrate your progress privately. You no longer need applause for your growth. You see it. You feel it. You know how much effort it took to reach this place. This private pride is more stable than any external praise. You are becoming your own source of encouragement. There is a deep calm in knowing that you are living in alignment with your values. You are not pretending. You are not performing. You are not adjusting your personality to fit expectations. You are simply being authentic. And authenticity creates a sense of ease that cannot be achieved through approval. You are also noticing that your relationships are changing. You are drawn to people who respect your boundaries, who communicate honestly, who do not engage in unnecessary drama. These connections feel lighter, more genuine, more supportive. You no longer feel the need to chase people who do not understand you. This is alignment in relationships. You are also healing the part of you that once feared being alone. You are discovering that being alone with yourself is not loneliness, it is peace. It is an opportunity to reflect, to grow, to recharge. And from this place, you are able to engage with others from a position of fullness rather than need. My beloved child, your journey is teaching you that your worth is constant, regardless of circumstances, regardless of opinions, regardless of misunderstandings. This constancy is your anchor. Whenever doubt tries to return, come back to your actions. Remember how you have chosen kindness even when it was difficult. Remember how you have remained honest even when it was uncomfortable. Remember how you have continued growing even when it was painful. These actions define you far more than any rumor ever could. You are not the words spoken about you. You are the choices you make. You are the values you live by. You are the growth you embody. Let this truth settle deeply within you. You do not need to defend your peace. You do not need to explain your silence. You do not need to justify your boundaries. Your life is your message. And as you continue forward, you will feel a quiet joy in simply living. In waking up without the weight of overthinking. In moving through your day without the fear of judgment. In resting at night with a calm mind. This is the life you were always meant to experience. My beloved child, continue walking with this gentle strength. Continue honoring your truth. Continue protecting your peace. Continue trusting yourself. You have moved beyond the need to know what is being said because you now know who you are. And that knowing is stronger than any outside voice. Your story is no longer about being misunderstood. Your story is about self-discovery, resilience, and inner peace. Walk forward in that story with confidence, with patience, and with the quiet certainty that nothing outside you can redefine what you have come to know within.